Hello there, and welcome back to my wee kitchen. Today I'm talking in Scottish because I'm making flapjacks. Not that I talk Scottish, just because I like saying flapjacks quite a lot. So it's a very easy recipe. It's very quick. It'll probably take you only about 15 minutes to make and bake in the oven and it's done. I'm going to make mine with cranberries today because I don't really like raisins. They seem to go a bit hard and things like that. You can use raisins, you can use anything else. Sultanas, dried cherries, you can even use pineapple if you want, whatever you want to put in there, or just plain. But I am using, sorry I'm back into Bristolian now, I'm using just cranberries because they give a better taste and it's really nice and quite impressive. That's it really, so I'll show you through the ingredients and then we'll just whack it in a tin, bake it for about 10 minutes. Job done. So this is a really quick one today, enjoy! First thing I've done is I've set my oven, there we go, to gas mark 4. Which is there, not gas mark 5, gas mark 4, and I've greased up 2 tins. I always grease 2 tins because I never really know how much mix I'm going to make when it's all done, but that's ready to go. So gas mark 4, which is 180 degrees Celsius if you've got a gas oven or electric oven, sorry. Here are the ingredients. So what we've got is 5 ounces of butter. You can use margarine or stork or whatever, but butter's going to give you a lot better taste. I'm using dark, I think it's molluscoff sugar, or demerara, which is another word, with white sugar as well, so you've got the 2 flavours going together, so you get the rich tasteness as well. 8 ounces of oats, normal oats, porridge oats you can use are fine. I'm using cranberries for my filling. You can use raisins, dates, dried cherries, anything else, doesn't really make any difference, but I want to put cranberries in mine because it tastes nice. And then what you need is 2 big tablespoonfuls of honey, but you can use golden syrup or maple syrup, doesn't really matter. So those are the ingredients. Now what you do is the first thing is you take your butter, your sugar, and 2 big tablespoons of honey, put them in a big bowl, and you melt those down. Okay, get a big bowl, and like I said, just add in the butter, all the butter there, and put in your sugar as well, so that goes in, and last but not least, 2 big spoonfuls of honey. So, there's 1. There's 2. I'm going to put 2.5 because usually I'd scrape it off the spoon, but for time's sakes here, I'm rushing, so I'm just going to do that and then let the spoon drain off on its own. Okay, so once you've got that, put your mix into the microwave and melt that down, but do it on 20-second intervals so you can keep stirring it and stirring it. Otherwise, basically, because this stuff gets really hot in the microwave, you could end up burning your bowl. So do it in 20-second stages and it should be fine. Okay, so 20 seconds in a time in the microwave. Basically keep taking out and checking it, because what will happen is it all melts together, so give it a little stir and then put it back in each time so that you know your mix is actually melting down quite nice. So don't have to be perfect every time. One tip, don't lick the spoon because it will be so hot it will burn your mouth, so don't do it. So we're still melting down the mixture. It's starting to look like that, so it's melting down, but it's got to be melted all together. So a little bit longer in the microwave, and eventually it should all be melted together. Okay, so your mixture now is all melted in like this, so it's all ready to go. What I'm going to do now is add in my oats. There we go with that, and stir these in. Now, if it does look a bit watery when you're doing this, you can always add more oats. So it's kind of a rule to thumb kind of a mixture. There's nothing specific on this. It's quite an easy mixture to do. So if it doesn't look right, but that to me is starting to look fine. Because you mix them all, what you want is all of them to look the same universal covered in the mixture colour. So that's that pretty much. No, I am going to put in a few more oats, so just a few more. Stay with me, I'm coming back. Just grab my bag of oats. See, look, as the cheap price oat. I'm not advertising, but I'm just saying you can use any kind of oats. So don't go for the dear ones, because all you're doing is baking them. So I'm putting in there another cupful, not a lot. And that's it. So I'm stirring that around. The only reason I'm having more is because I think I put a little bit too much honey in. And then what you do, once that's all mixed in, add your cranberries as well. And stir the rest in so it's all evenly done. Okay, spoon your mixture into your grease tins. Now, I don't know if I need 2 tins, but I got 2 just in case I do. You can do this with a bigger spoon, which would save time, but I'm awkward, so I'm doing it with a bloody tiny spoon. But never mind, eh? It's still working. So do your mixer and then pack it in to the corners. So now I think I'm only going to need to use 1 tray here, which is a bonus. So pack it in like this. Make sure you squish it right up to all the corners, because you don't want any mixture left over. There we go, that's the whole lot into 1 tray, so that's alright. And if you want to fill 2 trays, use more, obviously. I'm just evening it up so it's evenly distributed all the way along the tin here. So you haven't got one bit where it's thin and one bit where it's thick. It should be all the same size. Oh, I did forget to mention right at the start, before you start doing anything with cooking, always wash your hands. There you go, that's my health and safety tip. But obviously you know how to do that. You're all normal humans like me. So that's that done. So there we go, all packed in nice and tight. Chuck that in the oven, put it out in 10 minutes, and we'll have a look at it once it's done. Okay, we're done. I think we're ready. So I'm going to open up now and have a good look inside, see what we got. Oh, that's looking lovely, nice and golden brown. So you want to not overly brown, but as you can see you've just got little brown bits around the side. So that's done, and what I'm going to do now is leave it up here to basically cool off, and then once it's cooled off I'm going to put it onto my thing there, which is basically just your aerator. I don't know what they're called, but aerates baking stuff, and then cut them into squares. So here we go, we're done. Okay, what I'm going to do now is cool down for about 2 minutes so it's not roasting hot, but it is still gooey, so you want to cut it while it's still baking hot. So there you go, you can see the size I'm cutting it is about, I don't know, inch deep long squares. You will get some crumbly to the side, but that's just flapjacks, unfortunately. That's what happens. So about that size, and then cut down the middle. There you got that. And then put them on your aerator or baking cool down tray. God knows what the thing's called, but ooh, they're not staying together. Put them on like that and leave them to cool. Job done. Enjoy your flapjacks. Thanks very much for watching.